Okay, hey everybody, Dan Fitzpatrick here at stockmarketmentor.com. Man, one hell of a day. The indexes didn't do very much at all. They kind of flopped around a bit with the announcement of a 25 basis point cut, but then everything just kind of flatlined. But what's been really working well for us, and if you're a member, you know this, and hopefully you're very happy. What's really been working well for us are the crypto miners, but then also the quantum computing guys. And so I just thought I'd show you this one. We got into this one just today, actually, and we're up we're up over 13% on this. And so I just thought I'd show this to you. First of all, I don't think it's too late to get into this. If you look at the weekly chart, you can see this thing just is getting going. My bet is this thing goes to 30. I think this has another 30% in it. And no, I'm not kidding. I'm just looking at the price pattern. I'm not making any kind of a prediction other than the fact that I've seen these types of stair-stepping patterns that go for months and months on each step. And then when this breaks out, especially when it's been in this kind of volatility squeeze, this gives it a lot of oomph, right? And so we've got big, massive institutional buying here. This is a 50-day moving average of volume, and we're about three times average volume. Average volume is 41 grand, 41 million. And today's volume was 128, almost 130 million shares. So this is institutional buying, and this is what you got to know. Guys, they don't day trade. They're not going to say like, hey, man, we pushed the stock up 19 bucks today. Let's sell it on all the unsuspecting rubes tomorrow. They don't do that. You're going to see more buying here. So my suggestion is if you're not in already, you go ahead and take a position. If you want, you can have a really loose stop here, keep it below today's intraday low, or what I would suggest doing is wait and see how the stock trades tomorrow. We'll look at this here. This line here is your volume weighted average price. So you just kind of wait and see how the stock trades tomorrow. It should be above the volume weighted average price after it gets going. Then you use this as your line of demarcation. If the stock, as long as it stays above the volume weighted average price, that means that there's buyers in there. If it starts falling below the volume weighted average price, that means that the stock is now trading below the average share price of all the shares that were traded today. That's the calc that you do for tomorrow. So you just use that as your line of demarcation, and then you can manage your risk on a little bit tighter, in a little bit of a tighter way than just saying, well, Dan said it's going up, so I'll get in on 30% trade and I'll risk 16%. If you do that, I guarantee you I'm going to look like a knucklehead and this stock's going nowhere. So manage your risk and you're going to do just fine. If you are not a member of Stock Market Mentor, let me show you what we got going real quick. This is my active trade list. I put these on. I manage them. I say buy here, put your stop here. Oh, raise your stop, blah, blah, blah. Maybe sell half, stuff like that. So, and then I keep notes on this. So you don't have to watch every video. Sometimes, frankly, the damn videos get tedious. I get it. I got to make them. It's hard in a TikTok environment. So that's why I started this. You want to know how the thing's doing? Hey, up 50%, 41%, 33%, et cetera, et cetera. So you're in on one of these stocks. All you got to do is go to this page. You see kind of what the update is. You don't have to wait for Dan to be covering it in his video. So all I'm telling you is this. It's a 14-day trial for $7, $7 damn dollars, and you can make that kind of money. So I've been doing this for almost 30 years. Trust me, I can help you make money, but you got to join the team, all right? And that's all I got for you. I'll see you guys next time.